Ever wonder how the Amish keep their barns and sheds warm during the dead of winter, with no electricity, no gas, and often no insulation like we're used to? You're not alone. In today's world of smart thermostats and space heaters, it sounds almost impossible. But the Amish have quietly mastered a method of heating that works, even when the temperature drops below freezing. And the most surprising part? It's so simple, so resourceful, that it actually works better than some of the modern systems we rely on. This isn't just about saving money, it's about survival, tradition, and using the Earth's own natural resources to your advantage. Let's walk through exactly how the Amish heat their barns, animal sheds, and workshops without plugging into the grid. Before we dive into the how, let's talk about the why. Amish barns aren't just for storing hay. They house dairy cows, horses, chickens, and goats. They're used year-round for milking, birthing, and sheltering livestock. If the animals suffer, the entire farm suffers. But Amish families can't just flip a switch or run a gas heater when it gets cold. Their solution? Use natural heat, starting from the ground up. Let's start with a little-known fact. Just a few feet below the ground, the temperature stays remarkably steady, often between 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit, even when it's freezing outside. So the Amish design their barns to harness that passive earth warmth. Many barns are partially or fully built into the side of a hill or dug into the ground slightly. This natural insulation acts like a thermal blanket. Thick stone or packed earth foundations help hold in this warmth and prevent the cold from seeping through. It's like nature's built-in heater, completely free, always running. Here's where it gets really interesting. Did you know that a single cow produces enough body heat to keep a small space warm? It's true. Each animal gives off a surprising amount of warmth, especially larger ones like horses and cows. So, Amish barns are designed to concentrate this heat, not lose it. Low ceilings, tight structures, and strategically placed walls help trap the warmth the animals naturally produce. When you walk into an Amish cow barn in January, it may be icy outside, but inside it's surprisingly cozy. That warmth isn't from a heater, it's from the cows themselves. In some cases, the body heat from a dozen animals is enough to keep the space above freezing even without added heat sources. Now let's talk about one of the Amish's most clever heating secrets, hot compost. Yes, compost. When you pile up organic material like straw, manure, and vegetable scraps, it begins to decompose. That decomposition process creates heat, a lot of heat. Some Amish farmers use a method called deep bedding, where straw and manure are layered throughout the season and left to break down slowly in place. Not only does this provide warmth for the animals above, but it also turns into rich fertilizer come spring. In larger sheds and workshops, they'll sometimes create compost pits just outside the walls to radiate warmth inward through the shared wall. It's not glamorous, but it works. In workshops or tool sheds that need a little extra heat, especially for woodworking, Amish men will sometimes use wood-burning stoves, but not the kind you'd find in a modern cabin. These are often small, self-built iron or brick stoves, fueled by firewood chopped on their own land. What makes it special isn't just the stove, it's how efficiently they use it. The heat is directed where it's needed most, toward workbenches, tools, or drying racks. And the stoves are often surrounded by thick walls or curtains to trap warmth in a small area. It's targeted, minimal, and intentional. Some Amish barns are designed with passive solar heating in mind. That means south-facing windows to catch the low winter sun, dark-colored roofs or walls that absorb heat during the day, and thick, insulated doors that reduce wind drafts. Even though they don't use modern insulation or fiberglass, they'll often pack walls with straw, sawdust, or tightly stacked wood to trap heat naturally. These materials breathe, allowing airflow, but still protect against the bitter cold. Another smart trick? Barns and sheds are often placed next to larger buildings, like the farmhouse or a larger animal barn, to share heat. Sometimes they'll build smaller animal shelters inside the barn itself, or create sheds within sheds to conserve warmth. This nesting strategy means the animals or tools most sensitive to cold are kept in the warmest possible pocket. It's not just warm, it's clever. Every structure, every placement is intentional. In some cases, the Amish simply rotate their use of buildings based on season. That means some barns are used only in winter, others only in summer. This seasonal usage allows for different ventilation and heating needs without adding any mechanical systems. The community often shares tips and tricks, what works, what doesn't, and improves on designs year after year. It's low-tech innovation at its best. So why should any of this matter to us? Because the world is changing. Power grids fail, fuel prices rise, and more people are looking for ways to live closer to the land, with less reliance on machines. The Amish aren't just surviving without power, they're thriving, and their barns, sheds, and homes are living proof that with smart design, deep knowledge of nature, and some old-fashioned elbow grease, it really is possible to stay warm without gas or electricity. So, the next time your heater goes out or your energy bill shocks you, just remember there's a quiet community out there that's been doing it better for centuries, and it actually works.